In the heart of the city, there's a lady so divine, with a gift so rare she can read between the lines, unlocking mysteries. She's the one we all admire. With a touch of magic, she sets our souls on fire. From psychic readings to rosemary oil so pure, her spirit shines bright. Of that I'm sure. On TV she graces the screen with grace. Her presence is a blessing in every time and place. Pop culture psychic, in tune with the stars. She sees beyond the veil, even beyond Mars. And when the night falls, Tracy after dark, her wisdom illuminates like a powerful spark. So if you seek guidance, look no further than her door. Tracy Brown live where wisdom does soar. Through the realms of the unseen, she'll light your way. With every word she speaks, darkness turns to day. Tracy Brown live, the beacon of light, guiding us through the shadows of night. Her voice like a melody, so pure and strong. In her presence, we know we belong. From psychic readings to rosemary oil so pure, her spirit shines bright. Of that I am sure. On TV, she graces the screen with grace. Her presence is a blessing in every time and place. Pop culture psychic, in tune with the stars. She sees beyond the veil, even beyond Mars. And when the night falls, Tracy after dark, her wisdom illuminates like a powerful spark. So if you seek guidance, look no further than her door. Tracy Brown live where wisdom does soar. Through the realms of the unseen, she'll light your way. With every word she speaks, darkness turns to day. Tracy Brown live, the beacon of light, guiding us through the shadows of night. Her voice like a melody, so pure and strong. In her presence, we know we belong. Tracy Brown live, the beacon of light, guiding us through the shadows of night. Her voice like a melody, so pure and strong. In her presence, we know we belong.
Hi, everyone. The biggest question should always be, why is Tracy never ready? And I can't find my book to answer that question. So give me a second. Is anybody else feeling sluggish? I am feeling like I need to maybe go on the beach and do nothing all day. And it's like the perfect day to do it because it's cloudy but still hot. I always heard this kind of cloudiness is where you get the most sun rays. Maybe I'll go to the beach tomorrow and just luxuriate on the beach for a minute. It's already 4 o'clock here. I don't want to go on the beach and have to leave because it gets dark early. Unlike you guys, it gets very dark early here. Hmm, there you go. This would taste so good with some rum in it. But I'm also not in the mood for drinking. Although I want to drink. I do. I do want to drink. But most times when I want to drink, I just take Heineken 00. Most times when I want to drink. Let me say hi to everyone. Hi, Incognito. Hello, sweetie. Hi, Steven. Hi, Carlito. How are you? Hi, Gia. Yeah, I'm on a couch watching you. Thank you. But I got a ton of things to do. I agree, including make jewelry. Oh my God. Hi, Monty. Hi. Oh, it's freezing in Chicago, AMC? Are you kidding me? That is not fair. I'm so sorry. That it's cold there. Although I say it with a giggle. I'm so sorry. Don't be afraid. And I tell everybody this, y'all do not be afraid to move. I tell everybody, don't be afraid because America's going to get fucked up anyway. And I don't know how safe black people are going to be honest with you. So don't be afraid to move and move to a Caribbean country or move to where your people come from. That's how I got here. I moved where my grandpa and my grandmama lived. Although I didn't know my grandfather was from here until I saw his records. hmm I did ancestry.com. I knew my grandmama was from St. Thomas. We talked to her. She visited St. Thomas. So I knew about her. Um, this isn't going to be in any particular order. I don't know if this is about Candace. I'm going to take that out. I'm going to take that one out. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 videos. Um, I didn't know that my grandfather was from here. I was trying to get to St. Thomas, and I thought they were islands away. It doesn't work that. They're literally two and a half hours, 2.5 nautical hours away. 20 minutes by plane, but I didn't know any of this. So I only came to St. Croix to get to St. Thomas because St. Croix was cheaper. In hindsight, I did land my feet in St. Croix, in St. Thomas, but I'm so glad I didn't move there. It's just not my cup of tea. Anyway, as atmospheric changes, storm changes, air pressure, humidity, these subtle should make your body tired and heavy because your nervous system is adjusting. It could be. I mean, we got Jerry. I think it's Jerry that's coming. It could be. But I also lost my sister, Seashells. So I've been adjusting to all. I don't know if there's a simple answer to my lethargic stance right now. It could be a lot of things. It really could be. I mean, just before I came on, I kept saying, I didn't say I was overwhelmed. I can't remember, and I kept repeating it, and I had to stop myself from repeating it. But I feel like I was saying I'm overwhelmed. Maybe I did say I was, but it doesn't really matter. I think sometimes you just have to admit that life is too much, and taking a break is the gift. That's what I think. I think sometimes you don't want to do nothing, and I think that's okay. Oh, with tequila? I can't taste tequila, Carlito. So I feel like tequila would make me drunk really fast. Tequila has a slight sweetness about it, right? Remember, I'm from California, so I know tequila. It has a slight sweetness, so it enhances the drink so much more. So you believe it's more of a cocktail, but when you put rum or vodka in, you taste that strong. But tequila, I think I would get totally drunk off tequila real quick. Hi, Miriam. Oh, see, we got fam in Puerto Rico, DR, Portugal. Now, I'll give you a good place to go to. I heard Portugal could be easy on the visas. Hmm. That's what I heard. So Puerto Rico would be free because it's American, unless you're talking to the president, who talks to the president of Puerto Rico or the Virgin Islands. I don't know what the president. Oh, it's too much. It's too much. The ignorance of it all. No seashells. I always give myself time. I always do. I always do. I always give myself time. There were just times when it's just busy, but last couple of months I have taken the time to grieve. I have not been running to work. So no, I give myself time. And I always let God in. Thank you though, but I do what I need to do because I'm always trying to make sure I am staying as healthy as possible so that I can give back energetically to you all. Do you understand? So if I'm not taking care of myself, I can't do videos. Like Thursday, I didn't come on Thursday because I was taking care of myself. And sometimes that's all that matters. But I do. I do take care of myself and I always let God in. Always. Always. Even on Sundays, I change my patterns on Sundays because it's just really important to think how I'm dispersing my energy more than trying to spiritually give to others. If I'm empty, I ain't got nothing to give. All right. I've got some videos for you all. Hi, Minnie Moons. Minnie Moons. I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you. I have often thought, how are you going to get out? And to hear that you got out, girl, just, I hope you're proud of yourself. I hope you were like, and then I did it. I hope you understand what you did and what it takes to get out of a negative situation. I believe that you do, but I hope you really stamp it with pride. Like, I did that. I got out. And I don't really care how you got out. All right. I wanted you to get out safely. And I'm so proud of you that you did. So that was the best news I heard when you told me you got out. Hi, Julius. Hello, Tracy and chat caught another live. Oh my God. I'm so happy you caught another live. This might be my only live for today. I wish I can do short. Hold on a second. I wish I could do short um, YouTube shorts. I just don't find the pleasure in doing them. But I did want you all to hear this part of my prediction. So let me put up a picture of me first, a beautiful picture of me. And I say that bragging. Why not? And sit back and relax. If you're not busy, let's just enjoy our time together. This is probably going to be my only video for today, which is fine. Oh, I started my all Leo channel. Don't get jealous, everyone else. Hi, L. Williams. Don't get jealous. I love saying that, by the way. I love saying, don't be jealous. It's kind of mean, but it's okay. I'll still get into heaven somehow. Unless I get to the door and God is like, oh, you thought? Bitch. I'm going to be like, God. All right. I think I should choose that one. You know, guys, I think the shapes of my lips is changing, and I hate that. Like, whatever you do, do not get old if you can help it. No, I don't like that. Oh, I see what happened. All right. Whatever you do, do not get old. I think I'll put this one up. Because it's obvious when your body begins to shift and change. Just because you can't see it, don't mean things aren't shifting and changing, child. This is an illusion. Why does this always happen? Done. Send it over. I still can't find it. Why can't I find a picture of me? All right. Let me do it one more time. And what I'm going to do is X you out, take a picture, and then send this one over. Mm-hmm. Oh, there we go. So, today's my birthday today. I turned 67. Oh my God, Miriam, congratulations. Hold on a second, sweetie. Let me get this up and then we are going to talk. Why is this not opening? Oh, God damn it. All right, hold on. Airdrop. Let's see. Let's put two of them up. Airdrop. I sometimes I can't get these photos to show through. Recent. There they all go, but why can't I get them through? Recent. Oh my God, this is so annoying. It's a JPEG. Downloads. All right, let's try one of these. One of these has to open. No, it literally says invalid file. Nope, not going through. Oh, yeah, let's try this one. Finally. Okay, all right, let's remove that. Happy birthday to you. I want to say happy birthday to you. You. Happy birthday to you, to you, to you. I want to say happy birthday to you, Miriam. Now close your eyes and make a wish. Think about it and blow out the candles. Close your eyes and make a wish. Think about it and blow out the candles. Close your eyes and make a wish. Think about it and blow out the candles. Close your eyes and make a wish. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday, Miriam. I sent that song over to my son. He had never heard it before. Never. He was like, "Oh, that's a nice birthday song." I was like, "Right?" I'd be finding things, but I actually think he gets jealous when I figure something out, do something. But I think my own son gets jealous of me, not in a kind of like hateful jealous. It's like, oh, I'm gonna copy that and I'm taking it. So I know he's going to use it. I know it. I already know it. All right. You waited all year for me to say. Did you think I wasn't going to do it? Of course I was gonna do it. Oh,
So I tried this website called Hint. It shows
that's
you what you're
so funny. I love it. Happy birthday, sweetie. All right. I let me go back. I did a reading on Wendy yesterday, but I just don't know how to clip it. And so I'm too tired to figure out how to clip it. So you're just gonna listen to my amazing reading. Mm, stop. Liquid. There's no liquid here. Stop lying, phone. This thing is lying. All right. Why is this not working? Oh no.
Power on. You have
Okay.
a good speaker. Bluetooth pairing mode.
All right. Hold on, guys.
Your
This
Bluetooth device is connected.
this was yesterday's reading. Already planted for Karen's exit. You know, the felonies, feds can be just as petty as the next person. Don't mess with the feds. They can be petty too. Hi, Tom. Please, God, talk to me. Talk to me about Wendy. Please allow me to see anything and everything that you would like me to see. Hey, beautiful baby. Oh, watch it from the beginning. Wendy's your child. She's your love. She's your beloved, Father God. Oh, please authorize me to see and say what you would like for me to say and see. I love you, God. I love you, Jesus. In your name I pray. Amen. Amen. Ashe. All right. Let's lower the stage. If anybody wants a reading with me, I am wide open today. And this is the number to reach me, 213-458-7408. The spirit of the psychic is never wrong. Tracy is human, but the spirit of the psychic is never wrong. Never. So come join me for your own personal reading. And I could have saved Wendy. Could have saved Wendy. All right. I get her home. There's no money. There's no money. Maybe there's no money for these charges, but there's no money. And there's technically no work for her. Unlike Shah's a Sunset, Bravo won't be bringing her back. They charged after her. They had no clue. Something in their past came back to haunt them. Something familiar in their past came back to haunt them. I wonder what that was. Oh, they're gonna get deported. Gonna get deported, y'all. They can't stay here. That's why Bravo's not bringing them back. They're gonna get deported. Your children get to grow up in beautiful Africa. That might be the best thing ever. They're definitely getting deported. This is the justice. Whatever this is, the justice was watching them. Justice will win. She's missing her lifestyle. She's now in jail, waking up to the fact that she did this. I did this. I hear her saying, I did this. I should have known better. I should have known this was coming. She's getting deported. Bravo can't take her back. She and Eddie are getting deported, period. If she gets deported, Eddie has brothers, doesn't he? I feel like her business could get seized. Why would that be? Could they take his business away? Anywho, there is a woman involved here. I get an air sign woman, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius.
Big dreams start small. From getting your domain to creating your website, email.
I get karma. And then I get a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn man. So definitely two people are involved with this organic karma that she stepped into. This person feels like has something to do with family. Has something to do with family and maybe being jealous that she has such the spotlight on her. Does she have sisters? She's not an only child, is she? What's her mom's sign? Did her mom get her into this mess? Oh. What's her mom's sign? Or is this one of Eddie's family members? I mean, it's kind of like you're making all this money, but do you share it with family? Another man here. Sabotage. Quite a few people are involved with their demise. wondering if the African culture really liked Wendy. Did they feel like she supported them well? And I'm going to stop there. I just wanted to show the predicted in it that they were having money problems. I wish I would have delved deeper into that because I think if they needed 423 or $25,000 and they didn't have that as disposable income in their accounts already, they're broke. These people were living high on the hawkiness. And I've decided, so I looked at this deck, right? I'm learning to deal with this deck very well, right? So anger management, I believe that's Wendy. Wendy has anger issues, right? If Eddie doesn't do what she says, I know she turns that house up. Doing drugs, we all can look at Eddie and tell that he is drinking his own wine that he makes, and Wendy's drinking it too. Will their life fall apart, fall into pieces? Absolutely. Investigating, that's how we got here, because she was absolutely being investigated since April. Here's what I didn't know, and this is going to open up a can of fucking worms. Who's the sexual addict? Who's the sex addict? Who's the sneaky one that goes to get a little nookie to survive? Now, this isn't being brought up yet, but somebody named Happy Eddie is getting something from somebody that makes him very happy. Um, but in addition to that, and the reason why I could say that, because the cards are telling me, first of all, right? Spirit is telling me. But the other thing I thought about, Eddie looks like he is a person that gets led by the nose. Follow the nose, follow the nose. Not that he is an individual character. He doesn't stand alone to me, right? He looks like the type of man, which is fine. I mean, I would want a Happy Eddie in my life because I'm so dynamic and powerful that I don't want a man more powerful than me. I already know this. So a weak man, I would enjoy. I think. I say that, and then I'll get a weak man, and then I got to do Tracy on Strand on how much I hate him. Ugh. So maybe that's not true. I think I'm looking for somebody in the middle. It's not about you, Tracy. It's not about me. Eddie is the type that's led by its nose. However, I think Eddie was taken in by sex magic. I think Wendy's mom, because I was reading this story. I don't know which one it was. Was this the story of Ruth? And there are a lot of things I'm disgusted by with the Bible because it's male oriented. So the way they write it, the women really don't look good. And I think it was Ruth, and Ruth had two daughter-in-laws, and she told the both daughter-in-laws, "Listen, leave me. I'll be fine. Y'all go find new men," right? Because that mom was the type. That mom was Wendy's mom, right? They kind of like go find men. That's all that matters in this world is men, right? That's how you're going to survive. So the one daughter was like, "Bet I'm getting the fuck up out of here. I'm glad I had you as a mother-in-law. Kisses. you're right. I'm going to go find my man. My man, my man, my man. Ruth, I think it's Ruth. So forgive me if I don't know the Bible. Ruth said, I will stick by you no matter what. And the mother was kind of like, bitch, seriously, I really felt like the mother was like, listen, I'm older. I know I can get somebody to take me in. You coming with me is going to drag me down. That's my interpretation of the Bible, and I'm sticking to it. So they find a place, I think back in Ruth's, no, the mother's home. And they're like, oh my God, you're back. Da, 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 da. And so she says to Ruth, go down to the field because that bitch of a mother knew where the men would be. So you got to read the Bible differently, right? You got to read the Bible like, what's going on here? Because the Bible's very salacious. Very salacious. It's There's sex all in the Bible. See, but y'all don't know this, right? I teach you. So the mother, the wicked, eviling mother who doesn't even want Ruth around, was like, you know what? Go to the field and go pick us dinner or beans or whatever. But the mother knew she would find a man there, right? So innocent little Ruth goes down with a basket, all pretty and shit. But probably smelling, I'm thinking, at the same time. I don't know. Were they clean back then? Oh, they're not like Europeans. Europeans stink. So I got to give them more credit. Okay, they were clean. Okay, I just don't listen to me. Okay, so they go, she goes, and she finds like the king of the field or whatever, very prominent character in the story, right? So she comes back, and the evil mother says, did you find anybody? And Ruth, who's innocent, goes, yeah, there was a nice man there. And it looked like he gave me attention. And then evil mama's like, oh man, she gonna feed us for the rest of our lives. This is a true story. True story. It's in the Bible. Ruth's mom, this mother-in-law was like, oh, she gonna feed us for the rest of our lives. So she tells Ruth, she goes, go back down there at night when you know he's there and sleep at his feet. Now, you know what's closest to the feet? The dick. Uh, would this woman send her own daughter down there, or the daughter-in-law didn't? I don't know. Anywho, to make a long story short, Tracy, and stop screwing up the Bible, Tracy. I'm telling a story to the people. They don't know this part about Ruth. Anywho, spirit is like bothering me. The mother is the mother-in-law in the story, Ruth. So now I'm thinking, did the mom say, because, okay, you're going to see some videos, but apparently Wendy was dipshit poor. Like, when you're considered poor in Africa, how poor do you have to be when you're considered poor in Africa? Like, you know us. What's poor to us? I don't know. Things have changed so much because me personally, I don't even think projects is poor anymore. I swear to God, I don't think projects is poor. I think things have changed and evolved so much. But back in the day, projects was poor of the poor. Back in the day. I don't think it's like that anymore. Doesn't matter. My point to you is, I believe that Happy Eddie, before he became Happy Weed Eddie, sex magic was used on him. And when I say sex magic, I mean the African sex magics. I don't know what that is, child. I don't know what herb that is, but I will tell you something. We got a herb here. I thought I had some of it here. I got to show you all the herb. I found it and then I lost it. We got a herb here that will make a man like this and will make a woman wiggle hard. I mean, not hard, but wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. True story. I forget the name of it now. We used to sell it in the store. Yep. Nope, they live better than me. My peers in the project. Oh, you're right. That's what I'm trying to say. So I can't say project anymore. You're right. You're right.
19114.
Oh
Six,
man, I can't get
five,
this
nine,
number.
five,
Oh,
nine,
let me leave.
four,
Let me leave her a
four.
number. Hey, sweetie. Hey, sweetie. Oh my God, my cousin. She always checks on me. Call you back. Um. Anywho, it's not goat weed. I do know about goat weed though. That's Jamaican, right? I study all this stuff. That's Jamaican, right? It's not goat weed. And the guys come in, and we can always get tourists to buy it. We tell them this is the weed of choice. And my boss, who's a little greedy, sells it an eighth of an ounce for $40. Um, and sometimes I would just give them more. I'd be like, because at first it was an ounce for 40, and then he switched it to an eighth of it. And I was like, oh my God. But it's a hard weed to go get. You got to go up in the rainforest to go get it. But I do know about goat weed. Let me see. I don't remember the name of it though. If I remember the name of it, it would be fine. All right. I don't feel like getting up to look for it. Anywho, yeah, yeah. Wait, what do you mean that's weed? Weed that like marijuana weed? Okay. I don't feel so. Hi, lady of elegant candles. Hi, sweetie. I don't feel sorry for Wendy because she's so hard for her success, and now being stupid, she has lost everything, including her children. We're gonna look at that later on. How are you, sweetie? So Happy Eddie allegedly been dipping and doing it in the Wendy Williams voice. Yes, yes, Wendy, and that's part of a financial issue. Wendy was absolutely taking financial care of her mother. Remember last season, remember, Wendy only has episodes with her family because she has no friends. So remember last season, they had this long table. The mother's going, I have not received my money yet. I have not received my money yet. Let me tell you something. That could not have been my mother. Let me tell you something. I would be like, woman, zip it. Zip it. And my mother, because she's like West Indian, right? My mother would be like, don't you talk to me that way. And I would say to her, stop this right now. Like sometimes you have to rise up against your mother because mothers like that, narcissistic mothers, will ruin your life, ruin it. So you have to just know that you don't have a Pollyanna, sweet Southern mother. No, you have to be like, cut it now. Well, I'm leaving. There's the bus. It'll be here in 10 minutes. Please do whatever you feel is best. One time, my narcissistic mother, oh, God bless her, she's passed on now. I don't, I showed her a picture that I was saving, the Scorpio. And she was trying to be a better mother than I was, right? And I wasn't mothering by myself. The whole family was helping me mother. So what are you doing? Like I had witnesses to mothering, right? And by this time, my dad is living with me. And she started telling me that she was a better mother than me. My son is like 8. Like, when were you a better mother than me? No, that's in your head. So I said, oh, yeah? So I saved something that he drew in first grade, and his teacher gave it to me. And she said, why is he drawing this picture? So he drew this woman with all black, but with a red face. And it was not pretty at all. And I think she was like sprawled out, like in a chalk kind of thing. It was weird. But I saved it. I saved it. And I said, I don't know. I said, but if this is what he's drawing, then we're going to just accept it for what it is, right? And it literally said grandma on it, right? So my mother, I waited like 2 or 3 years to show it. My mother is like, I'm a better mother than you. And I was like, who does that to their daughter? Who does that? So I ran upstairs to get the picture and I slammed it on the table. And I said, this is what he thinks of you. And I left it there on the table and I walked away. And my dad was sitting there. And it was like 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. I have a crazy family who would stay up till 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. And I walked away. And when I walked away, I had a ceiling light in my kitchen. My dad was sitting right there. To this day, he never told me how she managed to get it down. But next thing you know it, the whole ceiling lamp was falling to the ground. And at the time, God is good, because at the time I was coming downstairs possibly to beat her ass. Like, I had been putting up with so much shit. I am not justifying my behavior, but that was the moment where I was like, okay, now we fighting. Now you're ruining my house, right? As I came downstairs, my dad, God bless him, he just looked at me and he goes, so I stopped on the steps, I breathed, and I finished coming down, and I went to my mom, glass all over the place, the ceiling fan busted. And I said, what happened? And she goes, I don't know. I don't know. And I said, you know what, Mom? It's okay. Just go to bed. You're tired. It's okay. Thank God for my dad. From that point on, I knew how to deal with her. I knew it wasn't worth it. I knew it wasn't worth physically fighting her. I knew it wasn't worth cursing at her. The easiest way to live my life was to give me back my life. And so no matter which way she moved, what she said, how she said it, I had trumped her anyway with the picture and who's a better mother? Like, are you crazy? And I just, from that point on, nothing she did bothered me. And she tried everything, even after that. I'm only bringing this up because Wendy has that type of mother. So, hi, Noel. That's how much it costs. Yeah, yeah, yeah. All right. If I put a video on and I find it, then I will. It's raining again. Why does it always rain when I do these readings? All right. This is in no particular order.
I'm praying. Father God, we ask that you keep us far away from any situation where fraud feels like the only answer. First off, I want to start with Carroll County Sheriff's Office will be going live at 3 p.m. on their Facebook page to provide an update to the information I'm getting ready to give you. In order to understand the whole thing, we got to go back to the top. April 7, 2024, Eddie and Wendy, under their own free will, call the sheriff deputies and say, hey, please come to our house. It's been burglarized. Told the deputies that their bedroom and their closets were both ransacked. They reported about 80 items stolen, talking about jewelry, luxury bags, luxury clothing, equaling about $200,000. As for the alarm system, they claim that it was activated while they were on vacation, but no motion was detected. According to court documents, the Osefos filed a total of 3 insurance claims, but the investigation showed that about $20,000 of the items they reported stolen, they had already returned and got full refunds for prior to the alleged burglary. When they make these 3 insurance claims, 2 of the insurance companies ask him, like, hello, have any of the items ever been returned? Did you get refunds for them? He says no. On the 3rd one, they ask, do you have any other insurance? And he fails to cite his travel insurance. And then there was an email. I want y'all to leave the technology out of y'all crimes so bad. So according to the court documents, Eddie emailed Wendy a list of all of the stolen items. And then he asked Wendy if there was anything else that they could add to the inventory, i.e. Chanel bags, shoes, etc., so forth, because he was trying to get the total number of stolen goods to exceed $423,000 because that's the maximum on their insurance policy. The deputies execute a search and seizure warrant wherein they find 15 of the items that Wendy and Eddie said were stolen. Up all of that evidence, took it to a grand jury. A grand jury said, yeah, you could arrest them and we're going to hold them for $50,000. Again, the Sheriff's County office will have a Facebook Live at 3 p.m. to provide another update. This is a Bravo ass mess. Get the cameras.
All right. I can't find the herb. I don't even know why I would take the herb home, but I'm cleaning out my whole house and I saw the herb and I'm wondering if I accidentally threw it in the garbage. It doesn't matter. All righty now. Is it raining there too? It's a plant called yohimbe in Jamaica, right? Because I did research some sexually influencing plants. Okay, but my point to bring it up, all that sex stuff, is we're going to hear that I believe this is going to be a predicted it. We're definitely going to hear that Eddie may have had an affair. And if he did have an affair, it's going to be because Wendy stopped putting out. Because she got him on sex. They were young.
How Wendy spoke about that on Watch What Happens Live last week.
It was a little surprising to me that Wendy said those comments in the first place that she said in her confessional, because that's not the energy that Wendy was saying to me to my face. For someone who I consider to be my friend, I would really think if you really thought like, oh, this guy really isn't of the caliber or whatever, then maybe you'd say that. But to save that for the confessional chair, it really showed me that Wendy is two-faced. And so I didn't appreciate that at all. Like if you really felt that, you'd stand 10 toes on that and be like, girl, if you want to say this is a lateral move or whatever she said, then, just be a woman and say it to me. So I was just really, it pissed me off. I actually didn't even watch her Watch What Happens Live episode. I didn't really care to see it. Of course, I heard that she talked about me, called Josh a rented boyfriend. There are some other conversations that Wendy and I have had where she brings up things that her husband has been involved in to try to like justify her talking about Josh. They're apples and oranges, things that she really has no justification to say. And also the fact that she doesn't even know Josh. She doesn't know his story, who he is, what he represents. And he's new to this platform. He doesn't know any of this. And you just go in on him like that's low-hanging fruit. And that's really stupid of you.
All right. All right.
admit at this point being charged with fraud is basically a housewife badge buyer? At this point, being charged with fraud is basically a housewife badge buyer. Forget about the diamonds. Forget about the peaches. Give these women a Bravo branded ankle monitor because it's much needed. So now we got Real Housewives star Potomac, Wendy, and her husband, Eddie, booked into Maryland for allegedly scamming their insurance company out of $450,000. They claimed their house got robbed, but investigators said those stolen items were already refunded or returned. And Wendy? Sis was allegedly wearing one of those stolen rings on social media, child. And baby, the caption was paid in full. Every housewife city got at least one scammer, okay? And Teresa Giudice, I love you, baby, but yeah, check fraud, done that. Jen Shaw, they said she was telemarketing the elderly. I mean, I ain't got nothing to say. Erica, expensive to be me. And the Fed said, yeah, it was stolen money, Bookie. This ain't reality TV anymore, okay? This is Bravo Rico Universe. So when Wendy joined Real Housewives, she said she had 4 degrees, okay? But she forgot to admit the 5th one, Masters in Misconduct, and a syllabus in Fraud 101, okay? And the techniques that she must have learned. And at this point, Indy Cohen, are you a federal agent? Because every time one of them chicks sit on your couch, the next week is a mugshot. I'm starting to think BravoCon is just a sting operation in heels, okay? New city, new scandal, same storyline, housewives gone rogue. Somebody cue the handcuffs and the confessional. Okay, that's all I want.
Oh, she is funny. She's funny. I love her. Oh, that was hilarious.
Happy Eddie. Not Dr. Wendy. Her and her husband just got booked on fraud charges. If you don't know what I'm talking about Wendy Osefo and her husband from Real Housewives of Potomac. They just got booked on fraud charges for claiming that their house was robbed, and they were robbed of multiple items that later showed up as being returned to the store for a full refund, and that she posted pictures of on Instagram. Like, she posted a picture of herself wearing a ring that she claimed to her insurance company had been stolen from her. Like, what do y'all think insurance adjusters do all day? They're looking for you. Just like the IRS has time to audit poor people, insurance adjusters have time to comb through these claims and go, weird. It's looking like you asked for money for this and you're wearing it. And I just saw this girl's TikTok. She was talking about she's from East and West Africa. She said, I am all of the blacks. Y'all are all of my cousins. And I feel the same way because I'm Mozambican. Bantu migration. I am from West Africa, yes. I did my ancestry DNA. They said I'm from Cameroon. Arab trade winds. Yes, I too am Ethiopian. I know for a fact I'm Indian. Got an Indian great-great-grandfather. So may I be so bold as to say, cousin to cousin, okay? The Nigerian was gonna jump out at some point. The worst part is that Giselle is always right. She might be early, but she's never missing.
I hate that Giselle is always right, y'all. I hate it. I hate it.
Wendy Osafaloo, bitch. Not Miss More degrees than a thermometer, bitch. What is in the water of the Potomac River? Y'all is getting locked up like some bad knees. First, the Grand Dame is playing drunk Mario Kart. Now Wendy and Sad Eddie is scamming, scheming, and lying to the police, bitch. Oh, Lord. Baby, they is trying to snatch all my girls up and take them down through there, bitch. Oh, my goodness. This was not on my 2025 bingo card. And did y'all see the mug shots? Sitting up there looking like Bobby and Whitney, bitch, hiding gas prices. What the hell is going on? Say it ain't so, say it ain't so. Not the Nigerian Barbie, bitch. At this point, y'all might as well change the name of the show. Change it from Potomac to Real Housewives of the Penitentiary, bitch, because everybody going to damn jail. Everybody locked up. Take the shackles off my feet so I could dance. Shit. This is ridiculous, bitch. At this point, Andy gonna be asking himself questions at the reunion. Bitch, everybody gonna be behind bars, bitch. We gonna need a conjugal visit to see our bitches. This is insane. What is we gonna do, y'all? Shit.
Oh my God. These people on TikTok are so fucking funny. I can't with them. I can't. Oh my God.
4 degrees by herself, very smart, educated woman. Her husband, attorney, heavy on the attorney. Why you a lawyer doing these things and then thinking you're not gonna get caught? Because the way y'all move it is dumb. Y'all not good criminals. Okay, so you mean to tell me that amongst these two who have 8 degrees amongst themselves, now one person said, hey, maybe Wendy shouldn't wear her wedding band and then take pictures and post it on Instagram with her wearing it after we just reported it stolen to insurance? Now one person was like, maybe we shouldn't reach back out to insurance and say that the wedding band was stolen, even though we already reported to them that she was wearing it, but then we need more money, so we're gonna lie and say that we don't have it, even though once again she's wearing it on social media. Like, not one person thought about that. It's low-key giving like Carly Russell, because like, what did you think was gonna happen? Y'all have an ADT system and a ring camera, and the ADT system didn't pick up on no intruders, and the ring camera showed you getting your packages but with no intruders inside. Like, they really sent email correspondences to each other talking about it. Like, they literally sent emails to each other talking about someone, what expensive items should we add to the insurance claim? Eddie, what kind of attorney are you for you to not realize that sending correspondences when you're committing a crime probably isn't a good idea, because that leaves a paper trail of you committing the crime? Like, it boggles my mind. How can y'all be so smart and so dumb at the same time? This is what happens when you live above your means and you're trying to keep up with the Joneses. And the only way that you could keep up with the Joneses is illegal activity. But now look at it, biting you in the ass because you got caught bad in 4K. And now the sheriff's department is doing press conferences about the crimes that you did. Mind you, I felt like the press conferences were unnecessary, because did they commit illegal activity? Of course they did. But there was no need to call her a fake housewife. Like, I felt like that was very condescending of the officer. Talking about we're not treating her like a celebrity. She's being treated like a normal person. But then why is there a press conference being done about her? Y'all don't do press conferences for normal people. Like, y'all didn't even do a press conference about Karen. Did y'all even do a press conference about Jen from Salt Lake City? The only people I feel sorry for are their kids, because their kids are now facing the possibility of both their parents going to prison at the same damn time, just because their parents wanted to look fly and wanted to live a lifestyle that they cannot keep up with, and now their kids have to suffer the consequences. It's not fair. This is why you should never be envious of anyone, no matter what their Instagram pictures and their TikTok videos look like, where they may be looking like they live in large. It could all be a facade, and it could all be exposed in 2.5 milliseconds.
She was cute. I like her glasses too. I'm always jealous of people's glasses.
This mic on. Now, I've been wanting to bring up this topic about people being addicted to stuff for so long. I couldn't find a way to kind of tie it in, but this case with the Real Housewives of Potomac star Wendy Osefo and her husband Eddie Osefo, Dr. Wendy Osefo, being indicted on 16 charges, 7 of those charges including insurance fraud, reminds me of how people are addicted to stuff. Now, I don't know why they would do something so simple and so petty-like for stuff, but it reminds me of people's addiction to stuff. And the thing I always think about when I see guys in videos and they have all their favorite $50 hats all stapled to their wall and hanging up like a shrine, I'll be thinking, do you think the universe is gonna bless you when you are addicted to that stuff, that hat, that cap collection? It's gonna give you that cap, more caps. It's the same thing when I see people who love their shoes, their Nikes, and they have all the boxes stacked up like a shrine. You have all that plastic as a shrine. It is just stuff. And I know it looks like I love stuff, and I do love stuff, but I'm detached from stuff. I know that I am fine without these things around. I'm fine if I'm not dressed. I'm fine if these things don't happen. But it reminds me of this case with Wendy because, you know, obviously she's a doctor. She has 4 degrees. She stands on business. She's beautiful. She's smart. She's articulate. And she gets the job done. She's a mom, and we love this for her. And they live a really nice lifestyle. Come to find out, they out here allegedly scamming their home insurance, travel insurance, and jewelry insurance. Allegedly, if you didn't know, the housewife of Atlanta, housewives of Potomac star, went on a vacation in Jamaica with her man. And when they came back, they said about 57 items were stolen from their house. Now the police, ADT, and their ring camera determined that was a lie right away, but they kept on going with it. They kept on suing and putting out claims, 57 items worth of claims. I mean, they went so petty as to say that a Gucci shirt was stolen. A Gucci shirt and a Gucci wallet. This is not funny, but when the police went and investigated, turns out those items, that Gucci shirt and Gucci wallet, were returned back to the store a year earlier. Not y'all here double dipping. Not y'all here double dipping on national television. I'm telling you, I think Bravo has a deal with the federale or the police or something. Because why are all you women ended up in jail? Your girl Karen just got out. What are y'all doing in jail? There has to be something going on. Y'all should be on the set of Dangerous Women. Y'all remember that show from UPN? They should be on Dangerous Women because what are y'all doing? For diamonds? For clothes?
Right.
The police end up coming to arrest him, and I knew when I saw her mugshot that was not the Wendy I knew. That plastic hair, that little single forcep, and that high pony. I did not know that woman. Wendy, that's how you giving up behind the scenes? I was shook F. They say they can't. Excuse me. I think they're OSEFO. They're saying they can't wait for their day in court. I'm thinking y'all should be hiding under the bed from that day in court because 16 charges is not light work. 7 felonies. That's not light work. And you know, people do sue insurance companies and things like that. But the fact that Wendy claimed that her wedding ring, this beautiful ring, was stolen, and she pops up at the alleged White House Correspondents' Dinner wearing that ring, you can't tell me that stuff don't got people in a chokehold. Baby, you had to wear that ring that night. That's the only ring you got. If you put in a charge like that, baby, that ring doesn't see the day of light, not even at a family barbecue. Wendy, you got 4 degrees. You can do better than this. Not us believing in you, defending you against those green bandits, and here we are. Wendy, I do not know you like I think I do. I do not know you like I think I do. Let's see what happens. This is not light work. Oh. When the police arrested them, they went in their house and they found 15 of the items they had claimed were stolen. 15 of the items. How freaking embarrassing, doctor.
Yeah. I found something that I can't find anymore. Oh, I hate when I do the worst research ever. All right. I'm still looking for it while I do this. I don't think Nigerians are ever beating the scammer allegations because Wendy, what is this? What happened? I don't think Nigerians are ever beating the scammer allegations because Wendy, what is this? Oh, maybe that was the whole thing. I don't know how she got in my feed. What kind of black
Hello,
magic
friends.
is this?
Here we are. I had to come back because, well, I left you in a funk. I left myself in a funk. I'm back to discuss what we now know is an actual situation. Real Housewife of Potomac, Wendy Osefo, and her husband Eddie arrested on fraud charges. Let's get into it. I can't see without my seeing eyes. This is from people.com. The couple is facing 16 charges, according to Westminster Police Department in Maryland. Dr. Wendy Osefo of Real Housewife of Potomac and her husband Eddie Osefo have been arrested and booked on fraud charges. The reality star, Wendy is 41. I'm 52. She's 41. Okay. The reality star, 41, and her husband are facing 16 charges, 7 of which are felonies, related to alleged false, misleading info, fraud, in excess of, and then we got this 300 business again. This must not be up to date. It can't be. Here we go. Let me see. In the prosecution's bail recommendation, documents obtained by TMZ, prosecutors allege the couple claimed a $450,000 personal property loss via an insurance company. Osefo joined Real Housewives in season 5. She's got 29 degrees. I said that. People didn't. We know that they have children. They've been married for 14 years. And then, I don't know, people, y'all are behind, not you, People Magazine, because all of the things that I have seen are saying that basically they tried to claim all of these items on their insurance. Allegedly, some of the items were already taken back to the store. They weren't even in their possession. And of course, people who don't typically commit crimes, I guess they wouldn't know how to be a good crime committer. This is alleged that she had the ring on, the ring that she put in the claim. Again, these are allegations because you will never come for me. Okay. Again, bravo to prison pipeline. This is a thing. But what we are not going to do in this space, and this is the Treehouse. My name is Tree Taylor. What we will never do here is pretend like anybody is trying to get us. Nobody can get you if you don't allow them to. I am so shocked. I'm disappointed. But we talked about this earlier. The ego is powerful. Wendy has a lot already, and I don't believe in limits. So I'm not saying because she has a lot, she should have been satisfied. No, girl, reach for the stars. But baby girl, karma, whatever you put out will come back to you. Whatever you circulate, money, the way you behave, the way you treat people, that shit is gonna come back to you multiplied. And I'm just so disappointed. I know her mama. The village in Africa where her mama came from is having a time. The people who don't like the mama, because you know, the mom is very proud, as she should be proud of her daughter. And Lord help me, Eddie's people who disowned him or something because he hooked up with Wendy. Child, they probably like, she is the devil. We knew she was the devil. No. And y'all didn't make a mistake. So please don't get on no televisions, Wendy and Eddie, talking about we made a mistake. No, you made a poor choice. You made a poor choice. You didn't think about your children. And it happens. It happens. This doesn't have to be the defining moment for you all if you don't let it. Now, here's what I want to know. Here's what I want to see. My list of demands. Bravo. Let's see how you treat Miss Wendy and Mr. Eddie. Because don't let me get started on how y'all glorify Teresa and Joe in their fraud and scams, okay? And there's a plethora of other couples from this franchise that have made horrible choices. So let's see what Bravo does. For Wendy's children, I am so sorry. I am so sad for them. I do not like this. But they created this. No one is out to get you, ladies and gentlemen. You are a creator. Okay. So let's just see what happens. If I see Giselle's dizzy ass or Mia anywhere on these internets saying anything, I know something. And if you all have seen Candace's statement, Wendy was not well, no, Wendy was a fan of Candace. She was not a fan of Monique. But I definitely felt the same way that Candace felt. I felt devastated. But if they have done this, if they have committed this crime, if they have made this very horrible decision, well, then they deserve whatever the consequences are.
I'm not the court of law. I'm the court of psychic abilities, right? They did it. They did it. That's not the question anymore. They did it. Whether or not they get off is going to be the question that we are looking at. Like how much they did it, but do they have to have such a stiff crime? That's the contentious part. But this is the part I was looking for to help you guys. So this is Dr. Wendy Osefo's show where she brings her husband in, right?
Is Eddie at his core?
Well, I feel like most people would describe me as a fun-loving, easygoing guy. I think what most people may not know about me or may have little glimpses of me is that I'm a family man. I enjoy having a good time. I enjoy traveling with my beautiful wife.
Do you? Because you really don't be enjoying traveling when we be on these trips. You be stressing me out.
Well, that's because you bring out beautiful babies, our 3 kids, and they take a lot of time. So, you get moved to the back. But I enjoy traveling. I enjoy, interacting with them. I really enjoy seeing myself and seeing the beauty of parenthood through our children's eyes.
Okay.
And so that's really what drives me every day. But also, I'm a learned individual. You're not the only one with 4 degrees.
Period.
They need to put some respect on my name.
Period.
Okay.
Okay.
So I'm gonna give you a little history lesson for those who don't know.
Okay. What you got? What you got?
I'm gonna let you know.
Okay, you're doing a lot of hand movements.
So I got excuse me. I have a Bachelor of Science from the University of Maryland College Park.
Okay.
Computer engineering.
Okay, computer engineering.
I have a Master's in Business Administration.
Okay.
From Rutgers University.
MBA.
I have a Juris Doctorate from Rutgers University.
JD, that's law school.
Yeah. And I have a LLM in tax law from Georgetown, the Georgetown University Law Center.
Period.
So I believe if you do the math,
How many is that?
and I got mathematical skills,
Okay.
that's 4 degrees too. So you ain't the only one running with 4 degrees in the house. The people don't know that.
Oh, okay. Guess what?
What's that?
What's 4 plus 4?
8.
So we got 8.
Yeah.
So you are all these things. You got all these degrees that you never talk about.
Yep.
Then with all of this stuff, and you were practicing law, still are.
Yep.
You decide you want to go into the cannabis industry. To me,
Okay, I don't really care about the rest of that show, but the rest of that show does give an indication of some other shit that's going down between them. I have to tell you, I can walk into a room and I could tell you who in the couple just had a fight, who's fucking somebody else, who's actually loving one another. Now, these two did kind of fool me a little bit because they're pictures. Out of all the couples on the franchise, these two take the closest pictures, hip to hip, shoulder to shoulder. He stands behind her, he's up close, she's leaning back. So their pictures kind of did fool me a little bit, but not enough for me to do a reading to see if there's something fake about their relationship. I'm only saying it right now. I'm going to tell you psychologically, not psychically, psychologically, these two hate each other passionately, hate each other. Sorry to say it. And sometimes unconsciously or subconsciously, I don't know which one is the right terminology in the psychological sense anymore. Sometimes you will do things for the demise, even if it means you ruin yourself. Sometimes you will do something to bring the house down, even if it means you're burning up your whole property. Unconsciously. Now, initially, I said this in my last video. I was like, does Eddie like her? I think I said it maybe yesterday in TGIIF. I'm so swollen because I had soy sauce. My feet are swollen. When he drafted that email to her, first of all, it was a draft. It was never sent. They just got it off his computer. But it was also the smoking gun. And when he did that, no lawyer would do that. No, nobody working at McDonald's would do that if you're thinking about robbing a bank. Like, nobody's that stupid. So I'm just wondering if he's building a case against his wife to show that he's an innocent soul, that she's the aggressor. I think he might even say she's having an affair, or he might say, I'm having an affair because she's too much to handle. I think that something's going to come down the pike so that one gets a lesser sentence than the other. I think that he hates her. I think he would rather get into trouble than to spend the rest of his life with her, but he can't divorce her because she's so aggressive, she'll eat him alive. Do you understand? Like how he's burning the house down with everyone in it, and fuck the kids, right? Because a man would say that anyway. You just heard him. It's not that I don't get it's not that I get upset when we're on vacation. You bring the kids. Why is she bringing the kids when she knows that's a problem? So there's a lack of intimacy, which is why I think he's getting it from somewhere, which is why I think she is mad at him, because I think she knows he was getting it somewhere else. I think he knows that he can't leave her. I think that, oh man, this shit is coming to me now. I think that he got back together with his brothers and sisters. I think he started being completely honest with them, like just really telling them she's aggressive, and they're coming back at him like, yeah, we saw that, maybe you could get a divorce. And he's starting to talk it out loud to his family members. I would get a divorce, but man, I already know she's going to make me out to be this and that. We're on public TV. She's going to throw me to the wolves. I will be left with nothing for the rest of my life. What if? What if? Consciously, unconsciously, subconsciously, on purpose, what if his only way out is to burn the house down with the kids in it? He would rather go to jail and come out a motherfucking free man and have no financial ties to her, and then build Happy Eddie. No, there is a caveat to that big idea, because I used to work on a board in my neighborhood for cannabis. I know before the application, you cannot have a criminal record. I don't know after the application. And that's for California. So maybe he's thinking, let me burn this motherfucking house down and I'll rebuild it with Happy Eddie. Can you guys see where I'm going at with this? Like, listen, Spirit, oh my God. Of course, we're going to have to wait and watch this play out, but I think he fucking hates her and his children. I think she's annoying. I think she's whining like Nicki Minaj is. I want this. I want that. We need to do this. Let me see. What do you guys think? Tell me what you're thinking. Because Spirit is giving, I'm like, oh my God. Like sometimes I get there like, oh my God, and I got to give it to you as quick as they're giving it to me. But I'm having a panic attack inside because it sounds crazy. Watch this shit come true. He cannot stand his life. That's what I'm trying to say, beautiful baby. Oh, Carlito, subconsciously, thank you. Oh my God. Oh my God, Carlito, you're a nurse. Let me tell you something. Carlito, tell me if I'm lying. I used to work in a hospital as a unit manager, cancer unit. Did you know you can give yourself cancer? Some people give themselves disease, not on purpose. You don't open a door and go, I think I'll do this and let cancer ravage me. And then I'll get the sympathy from all my family. Some people give themselves diseases so that they could feel love, care, kindness, concern. So some of you all, I can't. Spirit, Spirit, tell me to calm down. I know so many people that are lonely by themselves, thinking their family hates them, and lives in that gutter misery. You will make yourself sick. I promise you. You have to be able to say, let them hate me. Let them hate me. I'm not going to invest in somebody's hatred for me. I don't want my people that are alone, that feel alone, that doesn't have a man in their life, that doesn't have a woman in there. I don't want you to give yourself cancer. It's the easiest thing to pull from, by the way. Cancer? Cancer's like misery? Let me get in. I don't know how cancer does it. But when you're sad and you're miserable, not like me, I'm sad because my sister died, right? So I have good days and bad days. But damn it, if that girl doesn't come through every time. So I assigned okay. Yes, I'm going to make it about me. Okay. I assigned a number to everyone that's passed away. Tony's number, I'll tell you because I love her so much and I don't really care. There's nothing you could do with it. 414. How many times do I see 414 on the license plate when my thoughts are sad? So I'll be going to the supermarket, I'll park, and right next to me is the license plate 414. And I'd be like, okay, Tony, okay. Okay. Like saying, like, yeah, I know you're thinking about me, but breathe. Breathe anyways. Tell me I'm lying, Colito. Tell me, beautiful baby O, you're a nurse. Tell me how many people are in the hospital from misery. She's aggressive because she has to go hard to get all these bachelors. Her mom programmed her to be a type A, over accomplished and cocky. And she taught her not to get along with others. Terrible, terrible woman, terrible. The love to live on the edge. Right. They're so educated to make all these fraudulent schemes. Tell me about it. Thank you. Thank you, Carlito. You can definitely, Carlita says, make yourself sick, especially if you have the wrong people around you with bad spirits. Talk spiritual, Carlito. Talk it. Talk it. Ah, beautiful baby. Oh, did it. Dis-ease. When you are in dis-ease, you give yourself disease. Yeah, Monty. Education and intelligence. Emotional intelligence is my favorite. Most people don't have that. And I think Wendy lacks emotional intelligence because if she did, she would have never done this to her children. Did you see the video where she's like, I played it last night, where she's like, I wanted to take care of my children. Let me see if I have that video. Why is this happening? X. I wanted to take care of my children. That's why we bought the house that we live in. Bitch. Here it is. Let me play this for you real quick, because this one right here, which I played last night, I was the first one to play it, is circulating today.
April, your home was broken into or something? Was this during filming that this happened?
I think it was right before, like
Okay.
literally before
Oh,
camp went up. It happened because my family was away on spring break. It was our spring break trip with the kiddos. And I was just so heartbroken. Like, I think a few of my first initial scenes, I'm just a little bit uneasy because we had just been
yeah.
violated, so to speak. It was the worst thing. It's so unexpected, especially since, from my vantage point and from the investigators' vantage point, it was targeted. You know,
Really?
yeah, because
Shit.
I've lived in this neighborhood for, a long time, but since the neighborhood has been in inception for over 20 years, there has been no burglary.
Yeah.
Like nothing. And so it's so hard.
Did you notice the wink that he gave? Watch him again. Look at that. He's like, yeah. Like he knows the neighborhood too. Yeah, I heard there's never been a burglary. Let me go back a little.
Been in inception for over 20 years. There has been no burglary.
Yeah.
Like nothing. And so it's so heartbreaking. And again, like going back to my earlier statement, where at my core, what centers me is motherhood. My first thought was my kids.
Mm-hmm.
Part of the reason why I live where I live is for their safety, for them to have ample,
Why? Like, my first thought was my kids. The day of the robbery, that you and your husband robbed yourself. She don't like her kids either.
acres to be able to run, play, enjoy, free of anything. And when someone comes into your home, which is such a sacred space, and violates you in that way, you start questioning things. So I'm just glad that we are okay, we're safe, and we are able to move forward from that as a family. But man, that was definitely gut wrenching.
And
Absolutely.
that's something you have to process too. That's not something that you just, okay, it happened. Like we've locked the house back down. No, like I think the mental recovery from something like that must be kind of difficult.
Absolutely. And now my house is like Fort Knox before, but now it's like complete Fort Knox, like nothing. Even how we vacation is different. How I post on social media is different.
Mm-hmm.
It's altered the way I move. And, you want to be naive and feel like no one is watching you. You could just live life freely. But unfortunately, that is not the case. So it has
Mm-hmm.
changed a lot of things.
Girl, the level of lying, the level. She robbed herself of violation, so to speak. Like she's Liz Taylor, says Monty. Who would target Wendy? And Justice for Necker. And Carlito says, a family member stopped speaking to me 11 years ago while I was sick in the hospital. I remember you had cancer. When she went, oh, what? What? When she went away, the cancer went away. I was only on chemo and radiation, not even a year. Now, Carlito, we're going to have to do a whole spiritual video on how family members can kill you. A whole spiritual video on how family members can kill your family, your immediate family. Kill you, kill your daughter, kill your children. That's spiritual. Oh, let me tell you something. I am spiritual, but I also know I have a light, and the light burns some people. I came in, I already know this. This is not bragging anyone. I came in to change the dynamic of my family, but I was unsuccessful at it. So I turned to the world and I decided to help people that maybe could utilize my help. My family is the same way to this day. To this day. Now, I've got cousins that have cleared their energy. Younger cousins. Like my cousin's children somehow cleared the energy. But my cousin had to die early because of the family dynamic. The family killed her. And they killed her with obesity. Dead ass. I'll never, never take those words back. And I'm pretty sure I was next. But I fixed all them motherfuckers and I left. But you know what they did for years? You know what they did? Talked about me. I was a problem in their life and I was 3,000 miles away. Even when I got my sister, the derogatory things that they were saying when I was taking care of my sister, the bastards, and I never justified taking her. I never reported back to anyone. I never wanted to prove anything to anyone. A family member, just one, can give you cancer, Carlito. Just one. I know one thing. Did you become spiritual after that? Did you get the memo about spirituality? About clearing your energy? About talking to God during your chemo, during your radiation? Because you only got two choices, Carlito. You're either going to meet your maker and you got to do this all over again, or you can choose to live. And when you had to release that cousin from your life, that was the choice to live. And it was the correct choice. Because family will kill you. Family will kill you. I'm glad you made it through. I'm glad you saw your way out of this. And don't ask why, right? Don't, like, I get a lot of that lately where people ask, why? I'm such a good person. Why would anybody do this to me? Don't ask why anymore. I don't even like asking why because I know you're not ready for the spiritual realm. You're still having a 3D experience, and I'm trying to explain to you in 5D what somebody is doing to you. Stop asking me why. Just listen to the fact that this person is coming for you. Clear your energy, get the fuck out, move out, especially those that you have the worst partners in the world. Do anything it takes to release yourself from someone's energy. You were already on the spiritual path, thank God. That's how I garnered my strength. Wow. It was my, oh, oh, that sister energy, Carlito. Did she hate your mother? Carlito, that is energy from, I believe, from hating your mother and wanting to be better than your mother. Did your mother have some issues? that your auntie may have given to your mother, but she might have had less than a strong spirit? And I feel like she took you on to show the family that she could be a better mother. But you said something to her. I'm not putting it on you, but I know that's what spirit is saying to me. You said something to her. I don't know if it's something like, "You're not my mother," or something you said to her that she took offense, and the evil woman came out, and she never ever forgave you. Of course she didn't care for your mother or your father. That's your father's sister. Got it. So I'm proud of you, Carlito. I'm proud of you. Because I definitely think she was trying to replace the person to be revered because she took you on. Like, he's successful because of me. He's a nurse because of what I gave to him. That's what it feels like to me. Wow. I'm glad you saw everything through her. I'm glad you did. And I'm going to tell you something else. Yeah, Noel. Her son locked her out. These people. She wound up getting parenting classes, her and her son, because somebody ratted on them, thank God. Um, Carlito, she is never to come back into your life ever again. I don't care what you're going through. If you have to go through it alone, better to go through it alone. She is never to come back into your life. It's over. Completely over. Let that bitch go. Damn. All right. No, I think it was more than half a mil. Half a mil would be 500,000. I think one claim paid out 425,000. I think another claim paid out 350,000. We're already at 800,000, and tax free, by the way. And the jewelry claim, I don't know what they got from that, but I think they got close to a mil. She's a black widow. She legally got away with it. The universe doesn't forget an address. Ooh. The universe doesn't forget an address. Yes. And will follow you wherever you go. But I'm really proud of you. Good man. I'm really proud of you for stepping into your spirituality and seeing the light within to get out of cancer. I'm really proud of you. All right. So, in my reading that I had you guys listen to, I already saw them getting deported. But do you guys want me to do it again? Do you want me to see if they're going to get deported again? By the way, I checked. Let me see if I have it here. You and I, we're just having spiritual time. That's what I should call these readings now, spiritual time, because I don't want to be a blogger. I just want I don't want to be a blogger like everyone else. Like, I feel like I can't compete against the bloggers. So I just want to be really clear that, God damn it. I just want to show you guys, but I don't have to prove it. You can look it up yourself. I thought I saved Wendy's. Oh, here it is. Silly me. Image. Hopefully it opens. My images never open. She is Nigerian born. Now, whether or not she has a green card, I'm not getting into all that. He is Nigerian born. Now, whether or not he has a green card, I'm not getting into all that.
Bro, you're home.
I'm not getting into all that. I'm telling you, they. Oh, he's gonna maybe. She's a naturalized citizen. Is he too? All right. So maybe they won't get deported. Could Trump deport them temporarily? They can never go home. I'll tell you that much. If they go home, no one's going to let them come back. They can never go home. I know Eddie said all of his siblings were raised here. Please, God, talk to me. Talk to me about Wendy and Eddie, Osefo. Please allow me to see anything and everything that you would like for me to see. Wendy and Eddie are your children. They are your loves. They are your beloved. Please, Father God, authorize me to see and say what you would like for me to say and see. I love you, God. I love you, Jesus. In your name I pray. Amen, amen, amen. And you know what, guys? I hear you. I believe you. But we're in a Trump administration. Trump is deporting people that are literally born here. So let's see. Their status is unwell. Their status, there's some cracks in here. I get a King of Wands here. Karma. Karma is one of their biggest problems, right? I get victory. I get a King of Cups. So there's a couple of men here that maybe they're lawyers. I get abundance, which tells me they could stay, but they might have to fight to stay. And I get the death card. Death means transformation, change, nothing will ever be the same. I get the Two of Swords here, and I get the Five of Swords. So I think for right now, they could stay unless Trump makes an order which could be possible. Y'all keep thinking life is like 2000. This is not the year 2000. It's the year 2024. We have a second term president that has been like unleashed, and he might make an order, an executive order. I don't know if it would be allowed, that even if you're a naturalized citizen, they could deport you and you could fight to come back. They're already doing it to Mexicans that are born here. So there's a possibility that deportation could become a problem for them. The world card tells me it's possible. Only enough money can stop any harassment. They're going to have to pay people a lot of money. That means, Happy Eddie, you got to work on that weed business of yours. You have to work. I'm going to say it this way. There's a threat. I'm going to say it this way. Do not stay with the rules. Remember, the rules don't matter in this administration. Stay spiritual. There's a threat of them being deported. There's also a threat of using them as an example of how immigrants come here, do the worst things, and they could be deported. Now, whether or not it can happen, I don't know. The government's already telling federal employees they're not going to get their back pay. So he could say it. There's a threat on the table that, and it's not just for them, I feel like they're going to use it as an example, that if you fuck up somehow and you're not born here, because that's going to be the caveat, which is my new favorite word. I use it all the time. You might have to go back home to Africa. There's a threat of it. Orange man might say, that's Orange man, he might say, get out. If you're morally corrupt. I'm not getting a resounding yes. I'm getting that somewhere along the line, the Justice Department can just deport you and you figure out how to come back. Didn't they deport this guy from Ecuador or Peru and he was born here? Like, don't tell me who's a naturalized citizen. They're criminals. And that's what the leader of the free world loves to pounce on. Immigrants and criminals. He's just going to use it. All right. There's a threat. And the possibility could be high. And it could come down to one of them could accidentally get deported. Period. Point blank. Oh, where's my final outcome card? Oh, child, this was a long read. I didn't mean for it to be so long, but you know what? The videos really make it long. Let me know in the comments if you guys like the video, or am I showing too many videos? If it's too much, let me know. Do you want me to just show one video, or do you like the multiples of video, or do you want my pattern to change on how I show the video? So if you have any suggestions, I'm open. By the way, my Leo channel is up and cracking. So it's called, I forgot the name of it now. I forget the name of it. And I saw this card. So I hate when I look at the card. It's called All Leo Channel or something. Tracy Brown, All Leo Channel. This counts. Even though it's not like right here, it counts. Upside Down Healer. Taking advantage of those who need help. Failing to care for oneself. That sounds like Happy Eddie. There's no shadow. Maybe there's no shadow here except on the card, right? Taking advantage of those who need help, failing to care for oneself. So I feel like this is Happy Eddie, and this is Wendy. And I think Wendy was sucking the energy out of him, even though he's putting energy into her. And I think Eddie burned the house down with his wife and children in it. I really believe that. I think Eddie did this. Okay, the videos are good. Keep showing them. Oh, okay. Otherwise, I would never see some of those great videos, especially from TikTok. you. I really appreciate that. They will be shamed to be deported. Hope him or her has someplace to stay. Well, remember, Wendy comes from the poorest side of town, and they're not liked anyway. So for her to be so famous and have to go back to the poorest side of town, oh Lord. The only other thing I could see is one person could get accidentally deported and the other person can stay. And I think the one that stays is the one that can still make money here, and that would be Happy Eddie. But then he would be forever. I feel like he might have to like give some money to the government to stay, kind of, right? If somebody gets deported, it's going to take them forever to get back, first of all. But if somebody gets deported, then maybe he doesn't have to get a divorce, and maybe he could send money back home to Wendy, send the children home, and take care of her that way. And he lives a luxurious life with his weed here and a new woman. All right. I appreciate this advice. Anybody else with the videos? Any way to shape it better? Like, tell me what you want me to do so I could make better content for you all. I'm open. All right. I do like the videos, but if it's like too much or a lot, or do you want them to be more fun? Just let me know and I'll be glad to augment my behavior. Oh, payback restitution for the fraud. Oh, so they might keep him here, let his business grow so that he could pay back all that, because there's going to be restitution, and they could accidentally deport Wendy, which means Eddie's plan worked. All right, it'll be a couple of years in the making. We'll see how all of this pans out. But we're definitely going to see how much Eddie doesn't love her. We're definitely going to see that. That's a given. Oh, it's payback restitution. And that could be a lot. And they could let him stay and continue his business so that he could pay back the government, but they may not let both of them stay. So Wendy's karma, didn't I pull karma in the deck? Did I pull karma? Justice? No, I don't remember if I pulled karma. I don't know if I pulled karma, but that will definitely be Wendy's karma. I did pull karma. When this is going to be Wendy's karma. Wendy might go home. This is Wendy's karma, and go back home with your mother, because your mother's really your husband. So Eddie's plan or his family's prayers. I don't know. He did get back with his family though. All right, everyone. Thank you. I really enjoyed this. It's dark now over here, so I really, really enjoyed this reading today. I hope you had fun too. I'm still available for a reading, y'all. 213-458-7408. Call me for a reading. I'm available. Love you all. Take it easy. Bye.
In the heart of the city, there's a lady so divine, with a gift so rare. She can read between the lines, unlocking mysteries. She's the one we all admire. With a touch of magic, she sets our souls on fire. From psychic readings to rosemary oil so pure, her spirit shines bright. Of that I am sure. On TV, she graces the screen with grace. Her presence is a blessing in every time and place. Pop culture psychic, in tune with the stars. She sees beyond the veil, even beyond Mars. And when the night falls, Tracy after dark, her wisdom illuminates like a powerful spark. So if you seek guidance, look no further than her door. Tracy Brown live where wisdom does soar. Through the realms of the unseen, she'll light your way. With every word she speaks, darkness turns to day. Tracy Brown live, the beacon of light, guiding us through the shadows of night. Her voice like a melody, so pure and strong. In her presence, we know we belong. From psychic readings to rosemary oil so pure, her spirit shines bright. Of that I am sure. On TV, she graces the screen with grace. Her presence is a blessing in every time and place. Pop culture psychic, in tune with the stars. She sees beyond the veil, even beyond Mars. And when the night falls, Tracy after dark, her wisdom illuminates like a powerful spark. So if you seek guidance, look no further than her door. Tracy Brown live where wisdom does soar. Through the realms of the unseen, she'll light your way. With every word she speaks, darkness turns to day. Tracy Brown live, the beacon of light, guiding us through the shadows of night. Her voice like a melody, so pure and strong. In her presence, we know we belong. Tracy Brown live, the beacon of light, guiding us through the shadows of night. Her voice like a melody, so pure and strong. In her presence, we know we belong.